WHYT Power 96. Ladies and gentlemen, the new edition, live on Power 96 WHYT. Hello, Raph.
Hello?
How you doing, Raph?
How you doing?
Hey, I understand that you put on one big, fantastic show tonight.
I just got back in, as a matter of fact. Just got out the car.
What's it like when you first get off stage?
Off stage? You have a feeling that, like the world's changing almost, you know, because it's a different place once you get off stage. The stage is like a release. Then you have to get back off stage and deal with reality. And it seems kind of strange when you get back and all the people that were just out there are not looking at you anymore. You know, the music stops and everything just dies down, but your body's still pumping up so fast and you want to do more. But then after a while, it just calms down and you end up going to bed.
You are an international superstar.
Oh, thank you.
What's it like when you go to a town such as Detroit? And I must tell you that I think Detroit fans are the greatest New Edition fans in the whole world. Would you agree with that?
They are. They're real wonderful here. We feel welcome. Every time we come in, it's such a big welcome. That's probably why we come back as often as we do.
Do you know that the New Edition happens to be one of the most requested groups ever on my show? I mean, every night. Tunes like Lost in Love, Is This the End? Those tunes would just never die, will they?
Oh, man. Thanks a lot, man. Well, you know, when we come here, it always seems like that because it's always the same response every time, man. That's why we enjoy coming here. Especially your station is really behind us. That's why I had to give you a call, man.
Look at Raph, it's a pleasure to talk to you.
Of course, all the time.
I must tell you, too, that the remake of the song Earth Angel, did you have any idea that song was going to be as big as it is now?
I thought it was going to be one of the movies that, one of the soundtracks that they put in the movie and, it never get any recognition. Because, I don't know, I always liked the song myself when we recorded it, but I just didn't think it was going to get the airplay or the necessary publicity that it needed to be taken off the soundtrack. But now, I mean, it's working for us, and I can't believe it. It's doing all kinds of things. But I guess one of the reasons why it's doing so well is we got people behind us like your radio station, and like you yourself.
Well, Ralph, I think the New Edition happens to be one of the hottest groups in the country right now, and whatever airplay that you get on this radio station is very well deserved because, well, number one, we play you because you're hot. Number two, we play you because your fans demand that you be played.
That's good. Everybody out there listening right now, keep demanding so he can never take our records off the air.
Look here, Detroit is listening right now. And as we've talked about, as we said earlier, Detroit is definitely, most definitely in love with the New Edition. They're listening to you right now. What do you want to say to them?
New Edition is most definitely in love with Detroit, Mojo, and WHYT all the time.
Ralph, will there come a time when the New Edition will be out there producing the albums for themselves and for other groups, and the musical direction that you've taken so far has to be right on key? What else do you want to do in terms of production?
Well, some of the fans that followed up behind us have seen us on a few TV appearances, one Night Rider and a couple of other acting spots. That's what we're going to start trying to get to next. Probably a movie. We're already starting to produce other groups and everything, as well as Bobby, the one that left the group. He's left the group, but he hasn't really left the group because anything he does, we know what's behind it. We're a part of what he does, and anything we do, he's still a part of what we do. And there's always that openness between both of us that anytime he's ready to come back, he's right there.
Right there. I understand that he joined you on stage for a concert, and it was kind of like a tearful reunion.
Yeah, it was. It was the first time I've seen him in a long time. California. He was doing a benefit concert at Taft High School, and he came on stage with us. And he also did one in New Jersey recently.
Oh, really?
He was in there doing his. He had just finished the last song on his album, and we called him up to him to come down there and sing Telephone Man and stuff with us. That's great. Came down there.
What was it like doing that first show without him?
What was it like?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't too bad for us because we had worked on the choreography and everything a long time before he had decided to really finally leave. After he left, it was a long time before we came on stage, I should say again. And we practiced it. We did book Ronnie's uncle came up with all the choreography, and when he came up with it, it was designed for 4 people. So it wasn't a problem there. And the harmony we had worked on for 4 people. So when we went out there, we were real confident. New Edition is always going to go out there with a positive mind. We'll never go on stage thinking that we're going to go wrong, because we practice so hard to make sure we don't have to go out there with that attitude. So it wasn't really a big difference to us. It's always going to be a difference not to have him there, but it's still, we got to have that confidence to keep going, because that's what he's going to do, shoot for.
Speaking of confidence and speaking of positive vibrations, the New Edition has been one of the most positive groups ever. You have a young audience and you have an old audience. I think a lot of people, when they say, well, the New Edition fans are young, maybe a long time ago they were young, but now they're young and old. And you always, in your lyrical presentation, you always take into consideration that you are talking to a lot of young and growing minds. How important is selected music for the album for the New Edition?
Well, you said how hard is it?
How important is that?
Oh, it's very important, because there's been people have submitted songs to us that had the #1 potential. You know, had real number one as far as charts, and it could sell 3 or 4 million copies. You know, but I mean, just because the lyrics were stressing things that we weren't behind, we couldn't do them. So I mean, it's that deep. If you can have the most powerful song that was ever recorded or ever brought to us, we wouldn't do it if the lyrics wasn't what we're behind. So what's real important to us is what we say in our records as well as how we say it.
You're a spokesperson. I mean, an international spokesperson that a lot of young minds definitely listen to. For people out there who are trying to find their way, through life, trying to find themselves, and they're just most definitely fans of the New Edition, and a group that has definitely found its direction, and you definitely know where you're going. What do you have to say to them?
To the people?
Mm-hmm.
Just watch New Edition, because we'll never steer anybody wrong. And anytime, you just never feel as though we're going to take you and steer you in the wrong direction, because that's not what we're about. Anything we do, anybody that's looking up to us, always can rest assured that it's going to be for the better, be the better for them. The more they watch us, and the more they try to, the more they learn from us, because we're learning as they're going along, and we're just passing on what we learned to other people, because who knows, this could all probably end tomorrow or next week, or we don't really know, but if we can just help one person grow up to be a strong person, or be that one person that he might be that one person that changes the world as far as, racism and starvation and all that type of stuff, or robbing and stealing, all that type of stuff. One person catches on to what we're doing, and he grows up to be the person that changed that. I feel really good. Whether I'm here or not, I know I want to pass on something. Just at least one person that'll do somebody else good. So to keep passing on.
When you first got started as a group, a lot of people did liken you to the Jackson 5. But since that time, you've come into your own. You're now the New Edition. Do you hear less and less of that now?
Well, yes, I hear just about. I really don't hear too much of it at all. I hear your first album sounded like the Jackson 5. That's what I usually hear now. And you got to start somewhere, I always say. So when that came out, I guess that was just a way to put us in the eyes of the people. Then, as we changed, naturally, our music changed. That's what I always say. Anything New Edition does, as far as our records and what you see us putting out, it's not going to be a forceful change. We're not going to try to make our music change on purpose because we think what we're doing now is not working anymore. But we're going to just go with the flow, how we grow up, whatever stage we're at in our life will reflect through our music. That's the only time our music will change. Not because we think we can sell more albums or we think that we can get more Grammys or whatever. Nothing like that. We just want to go with what, how we are and just make ourselves bigger by nature. If they can't accept what we do and how we're growing up naturally, then we rather not. It wasn't meant for us to have it. Anything we do, it got to be natural and it's got to be meant in a proper and a nice, clean manner. That way, it'll always work for us.
What's a typical night on the road like for the New Edition while you're on tour?
At night? Well, after the concert, we'll come back. Sometimes we'll sit down and talk about the concert, see what went wrong, see what went right. We'll correct them. We'll correct the things that were wrong and keep the things that were right. And then we'll all go to our rooms and go to bed. Because sometimes if it's a long journey, we'll leave that night. Probably around 2 or 3 in the morning. We get on the tour bus. Everybody goes to sleep. We'll pull into a place in the morning. And we'll get to the hotel, check in, then we'll probably go to a TV show or something. The MCA usually hooks us stuff in the morning. We'll go do a TV show, come back. Then sometimes we go to record stores and stuff and visit the people and say hi to our fans. And then we go back to the hotel, get something to eat, just relax until showtime. The car comes over, they'll call us and tell us downstairs. Go downstairs, get in the car, go to the concert. And we don't leave for the concert until like 10 minutes before it's time for us to go on. We'll go over there and throw on our clothes real quick, and then we're on stage. Then we're all pumped up for the show. Afterwards, we come back, same thing today. But this right here, we don't usually do after the show. We usually in the rooms, closed, locked away from everybody, just trying to wind down from the concert. But this right here had to be done.
Well, look here, I want to say I appreciate it, and I feel special. The station feels special.
You don't have to feel special, man. This is meant for me to call you now, man. You know what I'm saying?
But look, it's something I've wanted to do for a long time because I tell you, like about 3 years ago, I got this phone call from this young lady by the name of Yummy, Tanya Landrum. I think you met her the last time you were here.
I think I did.
Yeah, she called me up one night about 3 years ago, and she said, "Look, it's time for you to dedicate 30 minutes to the New Edition. 30 minutes of nothing but New Edition music." And I said, you might be right. And she said, "I know I'm right." And so, as a matter of fact, we have formed a club. It's called the Miss New Edition Club.
Really?
And we want you to kick it out. And I did it, and then they called back the next week and for the same request. And I did it. And I've been doing it ever since. And it feels natural.
Oh, thanks a lot. That's a nice story, man. I like that.
I think she's listening now. Would you like to say hello to her?
What was her name?
Tanya.
Tanya?
Yeah.
Tanya what?
Tanya Landrum.
I gotta remember her, Tanya Landrum. Thanks a lot, Tanya, for everything, and remember, New Edition loves you.
All right. Well, look here. I know you got to go, and but let me ask you just a few more questions.
Sure.
What's your sign?
Taurus.
What's your favorite car?
The car I have, Porsche 944 Turbo. But my favorite ultimate car is the Countach Lamborghini.
Yeah, Countach Lamborghini, yeah. Okay, what's your favorite lady?
My favorite lady? My favorite lady is, my mother.
It's a great answer.
Thank you.
Look.
That's how I feel.
And, what's your favorite city? Detroit. Well, you're one of our favorite groups, and we want you to know that as long as there's a group called the New Edition, Electrifying Mojo, Detroit, Power 96 will be with you all the way.
Thanks a lot. And as long as the station, WHYT, is here, we'll always be in touch. I don't care if we bigger than Elvis, Michael, with the Beatles and all them guys put together. We'll always have the same personal touch with you guys, all right?
Hey, I accept it.
Thanks.
Most times,
Detroit, take care. New Edition loves you. We'll be back as soon as we can. From what I hear, we probably won't be out for a while because we're about to go back in the studio and put out another monstrous album and get our script for our movie together. And then we're gonna come back out probably sooner than we really think. But I mean, we're gonna be gone for a little while as far as touring, and we'll be back as soon as we can. Okay, Detroit, stay behind us, and don't forget, New Edition loves you.
Hey, that's hot. Look, let me ask you, what's that movie gonna be like?
It's gonna be full of action, full of music, and full of humor. Cause New Edition, it's gonna be about us, ourselves, how we are. Cause we have people on the road that's checking out our personalities, so they can put it into a script. We don't want to act. We want to just go in there and play ourselves. That's what's gonna make it so good. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a movie, It's gonna be a next step, and we hope everybody enjoys it.
And what's the next album gonna be? What's the next album gonna be like?
Rumor has it that New Edition is going to meet up with Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam. So I'll leave it at that. You take it from there.
Hey, I'll take it from right there, all right? Thank you very much, Ralph.
Thank you, man.
Look here, and we're glad to have you in Detroit, and we hope you come back real soon, all right?
Thank you.
WHYT Power 96 with Ralph of the New Edition.